What's going on, guys? Welcome to Dead by Dawn. I'm Doc. That's not my actual name, but that's what I'm gonna go by because my name is way too fucking long. So, welcome to my channel. Today, I want to talk about a mask that I have for all you mask collectors and horror guys out there. But before we get into that, I want to talk about me because I'm selfish. This is my first video. Congratulations to me, I guess. My main goal with this channel is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. No, but seriously, my goal with this channel is to share my hobbies and the things that I like to do with like-minded people and other people in this community. The horror community, the mask community, the collecting community in general. I collect lots of things, mainly horror stuff. I was inspired by a couple of YouTubers that I'm quite fond of, people that I like to watch, and I enjoy their content very much. AJ Good over at the House of Masks really was my main inspiration. I don't think if it was for him that I would even be in this community, so shout out to AJ Good over at the House of Masks. Go check him out. And Douglas Little over at Drown Boy Cosplay. Super helpful with my endeavors in the Scream community and stuff like that. So very, very cool people out there. There's many more. Anyway, today I want to talk about the Trick or Treat Studios Trick or Treat Sam Unmasked Mask. It's a fucking mouthful. Like it says in the title, we're talking about the unmasked variant of Sam from the movie Trick or Treat. I kind of want to just go over some things that anybody may have questions about. I remember when I was first getting into this community that I was looking around on the internet and there were a few videos, but on this mask in particular, there weren't that many. There was maybe 5 or 6, something like that, and they weren't very good quality. So I figured for people who were just getting into this hobby, or for people who were just looking for information on these mass-produced masks in general, I would maybe give you guys some information that I didn't have and help you make a decision that I made a little easier. Stop talking and just show you the mask. So we're talking about this guy. So this is the Unmasked Sam mask. You really need to change that name. It's a fucking mouthful. From the movie Trick or Treat. If you don't know who Sam is, and you don't know what Trick or Treat is a little low-budget horror movie from 2007, directed by Michael Dougherty. It's kind of like an anthology. It's a bunch of little stories woven together, and they're all tied together by this guy. Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I recommend it if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, I don't know why you're watching this. This mask is produced by Trick or Treat Studios and is sculpted by Russ Lukic. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. Russ Lukic is a visual effects artist. He's worked on things like American Horror Story, Underworld, probably most notably the first Hellboy movie with Ron Perlman. He sculpted this with the approval and direction of Michael Dougherty, the director and creator of Sam. Gave them the screen-used mold or mask for reference. I know that they've had some issues in the past saying that things were from screen-used molds when they weren't. It does say sculpted, so I'm going to say it is sculpted using a reference, not pulled from a screen-used piece. And if I'm being 100% honest with you, this mask is my favorite Trick or Treat Studios mask that I own. I own a handful of these masks from them, and this is by far the best one that I own in terms of quality overall. The other pieces that I own are pretty decent. All of the sculpts are pretty spot on. With Trick or Treat Studios, you really can't go wrong for a decent priced, well sculpted, well produced mask. Any Trick or Treat Studios mask that you purchase, you're more or less going to get a spot on sculpt. If you're not happy with the paint job, there are tons of people out there who do rehaul. They commission masks, but you have a near perfect sculpt for 60 or 70 bucks. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. But this mask in particular, not only is the sculpt really good, but the paint job on it is also pretty well done. They say on their website that they think this is the closest that you'll ever get to owning a screen accurate version of Sam's head. And I think I agree. I haven't seen anybody out there doing individual busts or anything like that. Any artists doing their own versions of that. If there are any out there, I'm sorry if I offend you. I'm a fucking nobody, so don't don't take offense to it. Yeah, this mask is really solid. I really dig it. The paint's pretty good. It's definitely the best painted mask from them I own. They have a lot of issues with paint. It's a mass-produced mask company. You have to keep this in mind. You're not going to get a $200, $300 quality mask. These things are $60 and $70. I mean, if you want something that is movie quality, high-end stuff, then, you know, there are independent artists out there for that. There is real thread in his mouth here, and then the only gripe that I have about this mask is to do with this thread. It is pretty clean, and I've had this mask for a couple years and I've never weathered it up. I guess I could, but I'm fucking lazy. So that's my only gripe, really. This mask is fucking huge. There is padding on the inside, so if you are going to wear this and it's not going to be a display piece, even if you have a bigger dome, you're going to need this padding in here because it's big, dude. But yep, I'll give you guys a little close-up look at it. Now I will be taking this outside and giving you a little bit of a better look at it because the lighting in here is trash. I really like. I think one of my favorite features of this mask is the eye area, the eye and nose area. They're really well done. It really looks like these were carved out. These are where the eye slits are for you to see. And the eyes are really well painted. They have like this glossy sheen over them to kind of make them reflective. You can kind of see the light in his eyes there. And now these threads are sculpted on. These aren't real threads like the one in the mouth. I can understand why they did that, but also I kind of wish that they were all the same, just for uniform's sake. But that's just me. All the details in this mask are super prominent. All the wrinkles in his face, all the creases on his head, all the veins coming out. It's super awesome. You'll get a better look at it when I take it outside. Overall, I think this is a really well-produced mask. I think you can't go wrong for $60. It's a great display piece. Trick or Treat Studios really hit the nail on the head with this one. I think this one came out super nice. And it's definitely, like I said, one of my favorite pieces from them that I own personally. So with that being said, I'm going to take this outside and show you guys the mask in a little bit better lighting. That's going to be it for this video. So if you like the video and you want to see more content, check back. My plan is to upload weekly. Yeah, just check back, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.